10 best aircraft carriers in the world. Number 10. Admiral Kuznetsov. This Soviet, later Russian aircraft carrier has been in service since 1991. It is the only ship built under Project 11435 and is officially classified as a heavy aircraft carrying cruiser. The ship has a displacement of 60,000 tons and measures 306 meters in length. During its construction, it bore the names Riga, Leonid Brezhnev, and Tbilisi. It is the first and only conventional aircraft carrier built for the Soviet or Russian Navy. At the time of its commissioning, it was the largest warship built in Europe. It stands out as the first carrier designed to operate modern jet aircraft using a ski-jump takeoff system, STOBAR, instead of catapults. However, despite its size, its combat capabilities are moderate due to limitations in the aircraft it can carry and their weapon loads. The ship's combat readiness has been negatively impacted by Russia's financial difficulties, and although it can theoretically carry up to 50 aircraft, in practice it usually operates with no more than 30 planes and helicopters. It made its combat debut in November 2016 during Russia's intervention in the Syrian civil war. Since 2017, it has been undergoing a problematic overhaul. A semi-sister ship, the Type 001 Liaoning, was later built in China based on Project 114 3.6. Number 9. Cavour. Cavour is an Italian multi-role light aircraft carrier in service since 2009 and serves as the flagship of the Italian Navy. It has a displacement of 27,000 tons and measures 224 meters in length. The hangar can accommodate part of the air wing or, alternatively, up to 24 main battle tanks. A maximum of 16 aircraft can be stored in the hangar, while the flight deck can hold up to 24 aircraft or helicopters, bringing the total carrying capacity to 40 aircraft. In 2018, the ship underwent modernization to support F-35B operations. The ship's armament includes 32 vertical launch system cells for Aster-15 anti-aircraft missiles with a range of 30 kilometers, 2 OTO Melara Super Rapid 76mm universal guns, and 3 OTO Melara Oerlikon KBA 25mm automatic cannons. Number 8. INS Vikramaditya. This is a modern Indian Navy aircraft carrier converted from the Soviet aircraft carrying cruiser of Project 11434. The ship has a displacement of 44,500 tons and a length of 284 meters. Built in Mykolaiv, it entered service in 1987 with the Soviet Northern Fleet as Baku and later served in the Russian Navy as Admiral Gorshkov. It originally carried helicopters and vertical short takeoff and landing aircraft. It was the only ship of Project 11434, which was the final development of the Soviet Kiev-class carriers. After undergoing refurbishment, India purchased it in 2004, and it was delivered in 2013 as a conventional aircraft carrier. It carries approximately 30 aircraft, mainly MiG-29K fighters, which take off using a ski jump, STOBAR system. It remains the flagship of the Indian Navy and is one of India's 2 current aircraft carriers. Number 7. INS Vikrant. INS Vikrant is a modern Indian aircraft carrier and the first carrier built entirely in India with the assistance of Western companies. It has a displacement of 43,000 tons and a length of 262 meters. Launched in 2013, it is designed to carry 40 aircraft and helicopters. The estimated construction cost was around $3 billion. The ship is considered a symbol of India's growing industrial capabilities, though many key components, including the propulsion system and radar, come from foreign suppliers. Vikrant is armed with 32 vertical launchers for Israeli Barak, 8 short-range anti-aircraft missiles. Additionally, it has 4 Russian AK-630 close-in weapon system, rotary cannons 30mm caliber, and possibly 4 OTO Melara 76mm automatic guns. Number 6. Charles de Gaulle. The French nuclear-powered aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle has been in service since 2001 and serves as the flagship of the French Navy. It has a displacement of 42,000 tons and measures 262 meters in length. Launched in 1994 and completed in 2000, it is the only nuclear-powered aircraft carrier in the world outside of the United States. It is also the only aircraft carrier currently in service in the French Navy. As of 2024, it can carry up to 40 aircraft and helicopters, primarily Dassault Rafale M multi-role fighters, which take off using two steam catapults Catabar system. The ship is armed with medium and short-range anti-aircraft missiles, Oster 15 and Mistral, and automatic cannons. Since 2001, it has participated in combat operations in Afghanistan, Libya, and against ISIS. It is scheduled to remain in service until 2038. Number 5. HMS Queen Elizabeth. HMS Queen Elizabeth is a modern British aircraft carrier and the lead ship of the Queen Elizabeth class. It has a displacement of 65,000 tons and a length of 280 meters. Commissioned into the Royal Navy in 2017, it carries approximately 40 aircraft and helicopters. Along with its sister ship, HMS Prince of Wales, it is the largest warship ever built for the Royal Navy and one of its only two aircraft carriers. The program cost for both ships was £6.2 billion. These carriers use a STOVL, short takeoff and vertical landing system, allowing them to operate F-35B Lightning II aircraft using a ski jump. The hangar accommodates up to 20 F-35s, and in wartime the carrier can deploy up to 36 F-35s and 4 Merlin helicopters. In peacetime, it typically carries 12 F-35s. Number 4. Shandong. Shandong is a modern Chinese aircraft carrier, commissioned in 2019, and the first aircraft carrier built entirely in the People's Republic of China. It is the only ship constructed as Type 001A, with a displacement of 70,000 tons and a length of 315 meters. It is an improved copy of the Type 001 Liaoning, which itself was completed in China, based on the Soviet Project 11435. Admiral Kuznetsov class. After acquiring an unfinished hull from Ukraine, the Chinese government decided to complete it as a Type 001 aircraft carrier and additionally build a second vessel of its kind independently. This became the Shandong. The air wing consists of 36 Shenyang J, 15 multi-role fighters, 8 Chang'e Z, 18 transport helicopters, and 4 Harbin Z, 9 search and rescue helicopters. According to some reports, the ship can carry up to 44 aircraft. Its armament includes 3 close-in weapon system, CIWS, artillery units with 7-barrel 30mm rotary cannons, and 3 18-tube HQ-10 surface-to-air missile launchers. Number 3. USS George H.W. Bush. The USS George H.W. Bush is a nuclear-powered American aircraft carrier, the 10th and final ship of the Nimitz class, named in honor of the 41st President of the United States, George H.W. Bush. The carrier was commissioned on January 10, 2009. Nimitz-class carriers have a displacement of 105,000 tons and a length of 333 meters. The first ship of this class, USS Nimitz, entered service in 1975. These carriers are the largest warships in the world and currently form the backbone of the United States Navy's surface fleet. The air wing composition is mission-dependent, but a standard multi-role complement consists of a mix of FA-18 Hornet, FA-18 Super Hornet, EA-6 Prowler, E-2 Hawkeye, and SH-60 Seahawk aircraft, totaling about 60 planes. However, the air wing can be adjusted to include a more specialized aircraft group, and the total number of aircraft can be increased to approximately 85 to 130, depending on the mission and carrier. In peacetime, these aircraft carriers serve as a deterrent and a show of force. In combat, they can conduct anti-fleet operations, protect friendly or allied ships and merchant vessels, establish air superiority, and carry out strikes against land-based targets. Number 2. Fujian. The Fujian aircraft carrier, entirely designed and built in China, was first publicly revealed in June 2022. Type 03 Fujian is the third aircraft carrier in the Chinese fleet, the largest, and according to Chinese sources the most advanced. It represents a major milestone for the Chinese Navy. The ship's displacement is estimated at approximately 85,000 tons, and it measures about 320 meters in length and 73 meters in width, making it comparable in size to the American Nimitz-class aircraft carriers. Fujian is powered by steam turbines fueled by 8 boilers, producing a total of 220,000 horsepower. Aside from the U.S. Ford-class carriers, Fujian will be the only aircraft carrier in the world equipped with the latest electromagnetic aircraft launch system, EMALS. Currently, aircraft operating from older Chinese carriers rely on a ski jump launch system, which limits the number of planes on deck and allows only relatively lightweight aircraft to take off. The Chinese version of EMALS will be able to launch a wider variety of aircraft than Shandong or Liaoning and is expected to be more reliable and energy efficient, marking a milestone in the modernization of the Chinese military. Fujian is expected to carry up to 40 J-35 stealth fighters. Number 1. USS Gerald R. Ford. The USS Gerald R. Ford is a nuclear-powered American aircraft carrier and the first ship of the new Gerald R. Ford class, launched on November 11, 2013 at the Newport News Shipbuilding Yard. It was commissioned into the U.S. Navy on July 22, 2017, replacing the decommissioned USS Enterprise, the world's first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. USS Gerald R. Ford is powered by a nuclear propulsion system with 2 reactors. The carrier has a displacement of 100,000 tons and a length of approximately 333 meters, capable of reaching speeds exceeding 30 knots. It is the first aircraft carrier to be equipped with electromagnetic aircraft launch catapults, EMALS, which replaced the older steam catapults used on previous carriers. This upgrade simplifies the ship's design and operations while increasing the efficiency of flight operations by 33% compared to the earlier Nimitz class. The Carrier Air Wing 8, stationed on the USS Gerald R. Ford, typically includes over 75 crewed and uncrewed aircraft, including a squadron of manned strike aircraft. The total cost of construction was approximately $12.9 billion. If you liked the video, leave thumb up and subscribe to the channel.